Michael, nice to meet you. I'm Alex. Alex, nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you too. So our company's hunting private, and we're asking $20,000 for 10% in our company. Are you familiar with what Airbnb is?
Yes. Yep.
All right. So basically, we're doing the exact same thing, except for instead of your house, it's with hunting land. And so, do you own any land yourself?
Just about an acre that I live on.
All right. Okay. So, but do you hunt at all?
I love to hunt.
All right. Perfect. So what land do you hunt on?
So my grandparents have a farm that we hunt on every year.
Okay. Cool. Have you ever thought about like taking a hunting trip and like hunting something new?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So this could work out for you then. All right. So what we are is we're a marketplace that connects landowners with hunters, or hunters with landowners, however you want to look at it. And so landowners, they can list their land on there, and even if they like hunt deer or something, the beauty of it is they can like block out that season or whatever and lease it for like duck or turkey or whatever they don't hunt, so they can still make money from it and hunt what they want to hunt. So it's zero inconvenience to them. And then the hunters, yeah, obviously they're able to rent it out, and it's more for shorter times, so like hunting trips and stuff like that, like a week or weekend, whatever you want to deal with there. And then we could take a peek at the website here if you want to see how that looks. So we went with a nice simple look here. You got the advanced search filter, so you can type in where you want to hunt and the dates and how many people you're going to have come with you. And then it pops up with some search results. And we have it set up so there's the it's a half map setup. So half of the page for properties has the map, so you can see where at in the town or the county you're hunting, where it's at, and then also the lists, so you can go through and select which one you want. And we have a couple more filters, like the animal or like what kind of land you want to be hunting on and stuff like that. So it's a relatively simple website, just because a lot of the landowners that we have are of the older generation, so we try to make it as convenient as possible for them.
Okay, so our target market on the landowner's perspective is obviously farmers, typically 50 and above. They have a large amount of land, and they don't typically hunt anymore because they're getting too old and they don't have any family to hunt on it, so it's just kind of not necessarily wasted land, but unhunted land. And they also need extra amounts of money. And on the hunter's side of it, obviously they need to like hunting, 18 and above, and they don't have any land to hunt on or want to go on a vacation and hunt some new sort of species or anything like that.
Opportunity, early on opportunity, we can make an app just because to make a presence in the middle market. And just everyone's on their phones nowadays, so it'll just be easier. We want to expand to the Midwest. There's tons of hunting land, and we're based out of Minnesota, so it makes sense. And then Texas, there's a limited amount of private land there, but if we get land there, it'd be awesome. We could have revenue year-round because they have wild boar, and you can hunt that 24/7 year-round. So that's a huge money maker. And then later on, opportunity nationwide, obviously just gaining like more land. And then hunting association partnerships, that just gets the word out. They have tons of hunters that follow them, and they have more private land. And then eventually global.
So it's no surprise that everything's moving online, and it's more convenient for everybody online. And so we're trying to take advantage of that, because right now people, they have to drive around and ask landowners if they can hunt in their land. Sometimes they say no, sometimes they say yes, but then it's more convenient if they can go online and know they're going to get a yes. They could get a no because landowners are able to accept or reject booking requests, but it doesn't happen that often. And then it also makes it more efficient for the hunters because, well, they're not driving around everywhere. And then private land nowadays is getting eaten up more and more from people going around and asking to hunt on it, and then they just expect that they're going to be hunting on it year-round or year after year, so they have it secured with the landowner. So it's harder for new guys to come in and get private land that's actually good, and so this provides a solution to that problem.
So how we're unique from other companies is they are more seasonal, so you can rent land for like a month, 2 months in like the fall and in the winter. Us, we're not really like that. We're more of a 1 week, 2 week, kind of a weekend sort of thing, to where you can have, you want to go down to Texas and hunt boar for the weekend, or you want to go out and take a trip with your whole entire family out to Wyoming and hunt antelope. Stuff like that is how we differ from other sort of companies.
Potential reach. Hunting is a $26.9 billion industry. And you narrow that down to land leasing and ownership, and that accounts for $2.9 billion. And that just means that there's huge opportunity to make some money.
And there's room for
There's
competition.
room for there's room for competition, and we're at the forefront of this industry.
So our growth potential is with the help of all these partnerships like Pheasants Forever and all that. They're going to make this a lot more possible. But we hope to gain 100% from year 1 to year 2, and 200% from year 2 to year 3. And with all these partnerships, it's really going to help us kind of branch out and get more connections with hunters that want to hunt these sort of species with all these land that we're potentially going to be able to provide them.
So these are some projections that we came up with here. So with year 1, we're going to shoot for about 50 leases, 25 in Minnesota, and then 25 in Texas, just so that way we can have the year-round income. That's you need money year-round to run a business. For our average listing price, we thought $75. And when people list their land, like the price range per acre is roughly like 50 cents to $2. It all depends on like what the makeup of your land is. Like if it's a wooded area or just fields, you know, it all depends. And then we do take a 10% booking fee of the total price, so it's at no additional charge to the hunter. It just gets taken out of the cut that would go towards the landowner. And this is the way that we make money. And then for the average number of days booked, we went with 25 because obviously in Texas they could be your other year-round hunting seasons. You can essentially rent it out 365 days a year. But then for more like deer and all those ones, they're only in the fall, so it's a limited amount of time. But it all averages out to be about 25. So that is how we come up with these numbers.
And just to reiterate our request, $20K for 10%, $7,500 would be for website development, make sure it looks nice, make sure it works, and then $12,500 would go to marketing and advertising, get the word out, so people know about it.
What kind of questions do you have for us?
So, I love the idea. I really do. I guess what I'm struggling with is you guys are projecting an income of $9,000, and I'm going to pay you $20,000 for 10%. It seems like I'm paying you double what you're making.
So how we come up with the $200,000 valuation is we take the third year of sales and then we divide that by 3, and that's how we come up with the $200,000 valuation.
Okay.
So it's based off the projections, and we try to go with a more conservative projection, just so it's.
So do you think like 50-year-old farmers are going to have the ability to work an app? Like that's my concern. I can see the hunters, but I just don't know if 50-year-old people are going to be able to, or 70 farmers at 70 going to be able to work an app.
No, we actually have it. So we will like go there and take the pictures and list it for them, and then they would basically just be able to communicate with the hunter and then receive the payments. So we would take care of all the setting up, because that is, you can only simplify that process so much.
Okay. So are there some safety concerns? Like, would you guys be liable if a hunting accident occurs? You have multiple people showing up at a spot, the technology goes down. What type of liability am I going to put myself into by taking part in ownership in this company?
So when the hunters sign up, they have to fill out a waiver. Each hunter has to fill out a waiver, and that releases all the liability upon them, so they take control and responsibility for all their actions on the land.
How many hunters have already signed on with you guys? Or how many farmers, homeowners?
We've had like 10 that have expressed interest in the company. We've tried following up with them, and they haven't really responded again. So we're looking to contact them again and see if we can get something worked out.
Kate, do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
I mean, I'm willing. We won't worry about negotiating.
Good job. I want to go hard.